Ladies and gentlemen, football fans across the city of brotherly love and beyond. Can you believe it? The Philadelphia Eagles, your undefeated birds, are sitting pretty at 4-0 heading into Week 5, and yet, there's this electric tension buzzing in the air like the crackle before a thunderstorm at the Link. It's October 3rd, 2025, and while the skyline's lit up green, the real fireworks are happening off the field. Questions swirling around one of our star wideouts, DeVonta Smith. Is he lost in the shuffle? Or is this just the calm before the storm? Buckle up, Eagles Nation. I'm your host, diving deep into the drama, the dominance, and what's next for these flying high flyers. Let's break it down. First off, picture this. It's Media Day in Philly, the kind where the air smells like cheesesteaks and anticipation. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, our dual-threat dynamo who's been slinging it and scrambling like a man possessed, steps up to the mic reporters, hungry for the scoop amid all the A.J. Brown hype this week. Because let's face it, Big Play Brown's been a monster. Pivot to the other side of that dynamic duo in the receiving core, DeVonta Smith. The question's burning, Jalen, what's up with Smitty's numbers through 4 games? He's not lighting it up like we expected. And Hurts? Cool as the Delaware River in December. He pauses, that signature steely gaze, and drops this gem. You'd have to ask DeVonta. I think we're all focused on the work. In terms of feelings, you'd have to ask them how they feel. Boom. Classic Jalen. Short, sweet, and laser-focused on the main thing, winning. No drama, no deflection, just that quiet fire that's carried this team to Lombardi glory before. Remember 2017? That underdog run where every snap felt like destiny? Hurts is channeling that same vibe, keeping the locker room locked in on the prize. A ring, baby, another one. But let's zoom in on the heart of it. What's going on with DeVonta Smith in this Eagles offense? The kid from Alabama, the Heisman Trophy winner back in 2020, who slipped to us at number 10 in the draft like a gift from the football gods, earning that cool $25 million a year now on his extension. Through 4 weeks, the stat sheet tells a tale of quiet contribution. 17 catches, just about 4 per game, 158 yards, averaging a modest 40 per outing, and 1 touchdown that's more tease than torrent. Hardly the explosion we saw in his rookie year when he torched secondaries for over 900 yards, or last season when he and AJ were trading haymakers like Rocky Balboa in the ring. Fans are scratching their heads. Where's the deep ball magic? The sideline toe taps that make you leap from your seat at Lincoln Financial Field? Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't a cry for concern, it's a call for context. Head coach Nick Sirianni, the tactical wizard who's turned this franchise into a perennial contender since taking the reins in 2021, had our backs in his presser. Look, production doesn't always show up in black and white on the box score, Sirianni said, his voice steady like a preacher in the pulpit. DeVonta's doing the dirty work, those yards after catch that set up the run game, the decoy routes that free up Dallas Goedert for those chunk plays. We're not firing on all cylinders yet, but we're finding ways to win. And that's what champions do. Spot on, Nick. Think about it. The Eagles offense, under offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, hired this offseason to bring that innovative Dallas flair, has leaned heavy into the ground and pound with Saquon Barkley pounding defenders into the turf. Barkley's already eclipsed 500 rushing yards, averaging 5.2 per carry, while Hurts' legs have added another 200 on designed keepers and scrambles. It's balanced brutality, forcing defenses to stack the box and leaving Smith in those subtle, schemed open spots. But yeah, when you're paying top dollar for a speed demon who can stretch the field like taffy, you want the fireworks. Diving deeper into the analysis, let's talk tactics. Early season opponents, those gritty wins over the Packers, Cardinals, Saints, and Bengals, have keyed on Smith like he's the ghost of Reggie White haunting their secondary. Remember Reggie, the Minister of Defense, our Hall of Fame beast who sacked QBs 198 times in green, turning the 90s Eagles into a force that scared the NFC East silly. Well, modern defenses are doing the same to Smitty. Double teams, bracket coverage, even safeties peeking his way on every snap. It's chess, folks, and Smith's the queen they're trying to trap. His route running? Still elite, crisp breaks, hands like glue. But the ball ain't finding him as often. Compare the numbers. Last year, Smith saw 120 targets. This season, he's on pace for under 80 if it stays quiet. Yet, the Eagles' total offense ranks top 5 in points per game at 28.5, thanks to unlikely heroes stepping up. Shout out to Jahan Dotson, the trade acquisition from Washington, who snagged 4 TDs already, or tight end Dallas Goedert, who's basically a walking mismatch with 250 yards and 2 scores. As Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated tweeted this week, and I love this take, unlikely heroes are the heartbeat of a perfect start. Eagles proving depth wins titles. Couldn't agree more. It's that next man up mentality, echoing the grit of Brian Dawkins, our weaponsmith, who patrolled the back end like a linebacker in a wideout's pads back in the day. Historically, this dip isn't unprecedented for Philly wideouts. Flashback to 2004, Donovan McNabb, our rocket-armed gunslinger, had Terrell Owens lighting up the league, but even T.O. had quiet stretches amid the Birds' Super Bowl push. Or 2017, Carson Wentz's MVP-caliber year before the knee, where Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar traded touches, but the run game with Blunt and Ajayi carried the load. Smith's slump? It's a blip in a career that's already etched in Eagles lore. The guy's quiet by nature, no cryptic tweets like some diva receivers, just that Alabama poise, head down, grinding. I caught up with a fictional beat from our insiders. Imagine Eagles beat reporter Sarah Jenkins cornering Smith post-practice. "DeVonta, fans are worried, what's the vibe?" He'd flash that sly grin and say, "Nah, we're good. It's early. I've been eating those slants, blocking like a lineman. When the ball comes my way Sunday, it'll be vintage Smitty. Trust the process." And from a fan's perspective, picture Big Green Tommy from South Philly, tailgating king with his "Fly Eagles Fly" flag waving. Smitty's our skinny legend. He don't need the stats. He's the decoy that lets Hurts carve him up. But yeah, feed him against Denver, let's see those burners. Statistically, it's fascinating. The Eagles' red zone efficiency is humming at 65% touchdown rate, tops in the NFC East. Better than those smug Cowboys at 58%, our eternal rivals who've stumbled to 2-2 with Dak Prescott nursing a hammy. Giants, 1-3, fumbling away their season like it's a hot potato. Commanders, hanging tough at 3-1, but Jaden Daniels ain't facing our D-line yet. Philly's defense, led by that Jordan Davis-Josh Sweat duo up front, echoing the Fletcher Cox era, has held foes to under 20 points per game. It's a total team effort, and Smith's role? Vital, even in the shadows. Career-wise, he's on track for 800 yards and 6 TDs if he heats up. Pair that with Brown's 400-plus already, and this duo could eclipse 2,500 combined, shattering the 2022 record. Looking ahead, implications are huge. A win Sunday over the Broncos at the Link, Sean Payton's squad, 2-2 but leaky in the secondary with Pat Surtain 2 banged up, pushes us to 5-0, the best start since we dreamed of this dynasty. Predictions. I got the Birds 27-17. Hurts throws for 250, rushes for 60, and yeah, Smith breaks out with 100 yards and a score on a post route that has the crowd chanting, "Smitty, Smitty," like it's a Rocky montage. Playoff-wise, this keeps us locked in the hunt for that number 1 seed, avenging last year's wildcard heartbreak against Tampa. Draft. Nah, we're building contenders, not rebuilding. Maybe snag a corner to deepen the secondary. Expert take from our fictional analyst, ex-Eagle Troy Vincent. Philly's offense is a Ferrari in neutral right now. Once they shift gears with Smith, watch out, NFC East is theirs. And tying it to pop culture? Come on, this Eagles run feels like the underdog arc in Invincible, that Philly superhero flick where the kid rises above the noise. Or Rocky, Smith's the quiet Apollo Creed to Brown's bombastic Clubber Lang, but together. Unstoppable. With the World Series buzz in the air, Philly's still swinging for the fences. This city's got that championship fever, and the Eagles are fanning the flames. Eagles Nation, as the sun sets on another perfect week, remember, it's not about the stats. It's about the fight, the family, the green wave crashing over opponents. Tune in Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there, scream, "Fly Eagles Fly," till your voice gives out, and let's keep this dream alive. For Inside the Eagles and all things Birds, this is your passionate play-by-play guy signing off. Go Birds, let's etch history.